Okay, people, before we get started, I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. We drop new episodes of FORNEVERNEWS every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and we re-upload some of those segments throughout the week for your viewing pleasure. I'd appreciate each and every person that hits that subscribe button and that bell. Without further ado, I don't want to waste your time. Let's get into it. Over the week, Webtoons has been coming under fire from creators on the platform regarding the revenue that they receive. And I'm just going to tell you what's been said and, the facts of what has been released based on these creators and whatnot. For starters, one creator from Tenacity Comics, shout outs to you because I want to shout out every artist and writer and creator that is trying their best to get their indie game going on. How much income I make from ad revenue as a semi-successful Webtoons canvas creator with 13,000 subs, 64 updates, and 2 years of consistent posting put in. Spoiler, is not as much as you think. And yeah, the revenue is not the greatest in the world. For 30,000 views on 1 month in December, they made about $18. I was gonna say 18,000. Yeah, I wish they would made 18,000. That would be incredible. $18. January $18. February $10. They had a spike in views in March and with almost 50,000 views. $30, $7 in April, $15 in May, and June it wasn't a great month for them. They only made $2. And yeah, that's with a lot of work put in. And then an account came out that recently was deleted. And again, this is all based on these accounts. This is not my saying. I am not endorsing these messages per se, but there was an account that came out called Webtoons Exposed. And on it, they were giving the base pay of what some of the Webtoon original creators are making. And according to them, which this was a little bit of a talk, but again, it got swept under the rug fairly quickly and removed. It says Webtoons base pay varies widely, but the current average base pay is $800 to $1,200 for an episode, which is about 40 to 60 panels. Currently, new original series are signed on at around $1,000 to $1,200 per episode. Original creators who signed on in 2020 through 2021 signed on at around $800 an episode. And I will tell you right now, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Like, in my mind, because it seems as though 40 to 60 panels, that is like about what, a chapter or so? Getting $800 to $1,200, again, it's low. It's not great by any means, but around for that, depending on for like independent creators of like comics and whatnot, based on what I understand, they usually should get anywhere from like 75 up. Sometimes they get even a little bit lower. They could get like $50 to $60 a page. So let's just say we're gonna do the math at, let's just put it at the lowest, $50 a page, right? So $50 a page for 10 pages, that would be $500. For 20 pages, that would be about $2,000. And basically 20 pages is about a chapter. So they should be getting around like $2,000, maybe even more if, the $75 standard rate for like Marvel and stuff like that. It would probably be the $75 and up for Marvel and stuff like that. It would probably be a lot higher. This is still very bad in comparison to that stuff. And I mean, granted, it's dope that they're giving opportunity to creators that are, on the rise. Like, hey, create an original, we'll pay you X amount. So it's not bad, but it's still kind of bad. And again, this is all alleging that this is legit. Again, this is just the talk of the town over on Twitter, and this account was swiftly removed. It says original creators who signed on with Webtoons prior to 2020 have even lower rates of $500 to $800. That is not good at all. That's terrible. However, the creators being paid higher rates who signed on in 2020 and later have a different contract than creators who signed on before 2020. Those creators are subject to MRT. Original creators on the newer contract do not receive out a cut of fast pay until their series earns back the MRT, minimum revenue threshold. So basically, until you recoup, you don't get paid. Kind of like a record contract, if you know about anything with the music industry. And they went even further to say that perhaps one of Webtoons' greatest crimes is preying on artists in the global south. Despite being based in the United States, the Webtoons LATAM branch pays its original creators less than half of what it pays in the US, with $400 or less per episode for still 40 to 60 panels. And yeah, that is absolutely criminal at that point. But again, this is all alleging, this is legit. I'm just reporting what's going on in the community right now. This isn't factual from like a main credible source or anything like that. I always say, yo dog, artists deserve the world. If I had that opportunity, if I was running that ship over there, boy, when I run a ship like that, y'all gonna find out how I'm gonna really take it to the next level, because I'm for the creator, I'm for the culture, I'm for the artist. I want to abolish the idea of the starving artist, and this is genuinely coming from me. Hopefully Webtoons does better. There was also reports, again, like I said, on the ad revenue that is not great at all over there. It's just kind of a mess. I mean, I want to give a little bit of just a smidge of, not necessarily leeway, I can't think of the word right now, but basically benefit of the doubt that, hey, Webtoons is still new. This whole idea of making money off your comics online on like a major platform that already has an audience is relatively new. So maybe with time they'll get a little bit better. I mean, you never know what could happen, right? But yeah, as it stands right now, even some of the original creators are still being underpaid, if that is legit with Webtoons, and the ad rates is not great either. It just all around sounds like Webtoons definitely needs to do better. Big announcement for a series that, if you follow the manga, top manga sales portion of these episodes of FORNEVERNEWS, you will know sells extremely well. And I've always been like, you kind of caught my curiosity. Why is it selling so well? What's going on over there in that world? Well, Soso no Frieren is apparently getting an anime, and I believe there was already leaks of it, but we got a visual for it, and it says here, Frieren Beyond Journey's End fantasy adventure manga gets anime, which the Japanese name is Soso no Frieren. So yeah, I guess it's Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Ahead of the release of the latest volume of Frieren Beyond Journey's End manga on September 15th, it was revealed today that Kanehito Yamada written Tsukasa Abe illustrated fantasy adventure series would be getting an anime. A visual was released to celebrate the adaptation, showing what Frieren looks like in her animated elven design. And I ain't gonna lie, the art looks incredible. Does it say what studio? I don't think it says the studio that's involved, but that shit looks gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to it. I've heard great things about it. It sells very well. I want to see what the buzz is about. I might even check out a chapter or two before the anime comes out, but put this on your radar. This is going to be a big one, probably very talked about in some communities there. Again, I don't know exactly what this one is about, but it's gonna probably pop. Moving forward, we got One Piece news for this episode. It says One Piece now has a total of 85 volumes in Shoseki's daily ranking for September 13th, the new best daily ranking ever for the series' backlog wise. And I'm not gonna lie, that is, I'm gonna say straight up, it's because of Film Red, which Film Red is a Goliath like One Piece probably needed right now, considering it was on the decline. I remember a few months back we was talking about one of the volumes failed to hit 1 million sales in its first week, and that's unusual for One Piece. Again, don't mistake by any means, like 900 and something thousand sales in a week is beyond breathtaking for anything, but for One Piece that was kind of low, considering it usually cracks 1 million, and a few years back it was doing 2 million, 3 million first week. So the fact that 85 volumes are in the back catalog, expect One Piece's sales to rise dramatically, and who knows, maybe Film Red could be what helps One Piece to eventually get close, at the very least, to being the #1 selling comic of all time. I believe that still is it Batman or Superman? I always get confused in my head. I know it surpassed one already, and yeah, Film Red really is doing numbers for it. 85. I think there's only 103 or 104 volumes of One Piece. 85 of them are charting. Bonkers. Just a quick update on Shonen Jump's smash hit. We've been talking about that Shonen Jump has been striking out and they've been canceling a lot of stuff, and honestly it's been true on the battle side of things, but Shonen Jump's latest hit is clear as day. They have one, Akane Banashi. It says here, Akane Banashi, which is about Rakugo, like stage plays and stuff like that, has reached 200,000 copies in circulation. Volumes 1 and 2 have been reprinted multiple times, with volume 1 already reaching its 5th print. So with 2 volumes, it already is basically done like 100,000 a piece, essentially. That is amazing, and also showcasing why probably Shonen Jump is like, yeah, we're gonna start little by little adding more variety to the magazine, even more so than before, because they're getting hits. Look at Spy Family, huge hit, nothing to do with battles. I mean, there's some assassin stuff, but it's really about, like, you know, these people with these not even real life problems. But it's not necessarily a conventional type of battle series and whatnot. And then this about stage plays doing 200,000. Shonen Jump is probably going to keep their foot on the pedal of what they're doing right now, which, I mean, I heard Akane Banashi is dope, and I've actually checked out another series in Shonen Jump that is not battle series that was really good too, so who knows. But yeah, Shonen Jump, they got a new hit, and it's called Akane Banashi. 200,000 copies already sold with only 2 volumes on sale. That is great beyond words. Next up, just a quick update for Martial Magic and Muscles anime. It says here, Martial TV anime casting will be revealed at Aniplex Online Festival 2022. So we'll probably be getting close to maybe a trailer or something. Martial is gonna be one of the big ones that they're about to put out in 2023 alongside Undead Unluck. So I'm imagining that Martial, we could get maybe a trailer at Aniplex Online, considering they're not putting it on the big super stage for Shonen Jump Festa 2023. So probably we'll get maybe the trailer then. Maybe they want to give the newbie Jump series like their own stage, opposed to being, you know, compared to the Goliaths, because realistically Martial is going to get lost in the sea of hype for a Chainsaw Man or a Bleach or all those other bigger titles.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such an odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read bleak, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.